What's good, you guys? You are tuned into another episode of the Let's Be Honest podcast. And I am your humble host, Big Bro Tone. We took a week off last week. But I'm back with a vengeance. And you know, life is a really, really fragile thing. And I firmly believe it's something that we really need to value. We need to cherish. We need to hold dear to our hearts. Last week we lost one of the most important people, one of the most important black men in hip hop. We lost Nipsey Hussle to a senseless act of violence and false vengeance. We lost Nipsey Hussle. You see, I've been having a real hard time processing and, digesting this information simply because I just don't want to believe that it's true. But unfortunately, it is. Nipsey, he did so much as not only as an artist, but he did so much as a family man, as a businessman, entrepreneur, investor, as a black man, as a community activist, a community leader. He meant so much, not only to hip hop. He meant the world to his community. He was the epitome of he was the epitome of the person you want to be. When you get the opportunity to make it out the hood and make it big and gain success, you want to share that with the people you came up with. You want to share that with the neighborhood that raised you, that you got your lumps in. But this senseless act of violence done by Eric Holder, a former associate of Nipsey Hussle. This man had a fragile ego and decided to take the life of Nipsey Hussle. A man that he clearly envied, a man that he clearly had animosity towards all his life. Because there's no way you do Nipsey Hussle the way he did him. And it's so sad. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart for his family. It breaks my heart for his children, his wife. It breaks my heart for how valuable he was to the people he was around. It breaks my heart because Nipsey Hussle was someone who did it right. He was somebody who made it his mission to do it the right way. From the very beginning, he was somebody who was already ahead of the curve. He was already someone who was ahead of his years. The man literally sold all his chains and cars and all his valuables, all his vain valuables, and invested in studio equipment, invested in the studio space. The man literally is the perfect example of black entrepreneurship. Investing in yourself, betting on yourself. He's somebody I looked up to tremendously. His grind from the very beginning was homegrown. It was something that you had to respect. It was something that you really couldn't ignore. Something that you had to really pay attention to. And I'm gonna be honest. I started fucking with Nipsey's music when I was in college. I was a freshman. And I believe Crenshaw came out, the $100 album. And then when that mixtape came out, that made me go back, listen to Bullets Ain't Got No Name. You know what I'm saying? Then, he came out with Mailbox Money, then Slauson Boy. It was just, then prior he came out with Marathon, I believe. It was just his music was consistent in its narrative, consistent in its mission, I should say, to inspire, to teach, to give you the blueprint and show you that it is possible. You should never stop. You should never rush. You run your marathon. Pace yourself. The man gave back. He employed so many people to be gunned down in front of the business, the community you've helped build. It's sad. It's a travesty. It's poetic injustice. They say this guy Eric Holder decided to, well, first he claimed his innocence. But we all know that wasn't true. We all, unfortunately, and I'm gonna be honest, I tried to avoid all that footage that they had. Unfortunately, somebody sent me something, I didn't know what it was at first, and I clicked on it, and it was just the footage is just, it's just hard to look at, and I just hate to see somebody I look up to and I value in such a way, in such a state, and I don't want that to be the last memory of him. But the guy Eric Holder apparently tried to first claim his innocence, then all of a sudden check himself into a mental hospital, one he's quite familiar with, and he knew the cops would then show up. So I'm pretty sure he already predetermined that he wanted to get caught in front of and inside the mental institution, because apparently his past says that he's quite familiar. Nipsey Hussle was involved in so many different things as an entrepreneur and investor, and as a man, as a person. He was a well-versed man as well. He was quite the reader as well. You know, I thought it was dope seeing how everybody had their own interaction with Nip. I think that was one of the dopest things on Instagram. I feel for, like I said, his wife, Laura London. Jesus, I cannot imagine. I feel for his children. His daughter that now has to grow up without a father. His son that's going to grow up not truly knowing his father in person, but he will know his legacy. I feel for some of his closest business partners and associates. I feel for Karen Civil. I feel for YG. I feel for Mustard. I feel for Dom Kennedy. I feel for his brother. I feel for his mother, his father. I feel for that community, man. I really do. And the more I think about it, it scares me a little bit. I don't know, lately since this incident happened, I've just been real in my feelings. I'll admit, when I first heard this situation, man, and, listening to the music, like, it's just, the music hits you different for one. And I've shed tears for this man, and I will admit that. It's like to the point where I'm like, damn, should I be feeling this way about somebody I never met? Should I be feeling these feelings for someone who's larger than life, in relation to my life? Am I over exaggerating? But no, I don't believe I am. I believe at the end of the day, no matter what your status is, you are a human being. And as a human being, we bleed as the next man, and we are susceptible to the same desires, the same wants, the same needs. We are human, and we are truly above no one else. In saying all that, what I mean is, I view Nipsey as not just a rapper, not just a celebrity. I viewed him as a a teacher, a leader, somebody who was putting on for his community, a black man that's showing me how to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Someone like he's literally showing you how to do it from the most rawest and ground roots way possible. The man bet on himself from the very beginning. Didn't just take deals, you know, when offered. Could have signed with anybody. He said, no, I got a plan, I got a vision, and I plan on executing that. He managed to do it by releasing Victory Lap, his debut album. Sad irony that Nipsey met his demise. When I think about all the things, when I think about this situation, it makes me think about my own community. It makes me think about my own people. It makes me think about the people I love. I've been on this love kick, man, and I'm going to continue to be on it and spread unconditional love, unconditional peace, unity. I've been praying more. You know what I'm saying? I've just been trying to just spread good energy no matter how I'm feeling. Even if I'm having a bad day, try to just consume good energy. I feel that it's sad that it always happens like this. Is we always wait till it's too late to appreciate someone's magic, someone's aura, someone's energy, someone's contributions. Sometimes people are blessings in disguise, and we don't even realize it. Nipsey Hussle was a blessing in disguise. From the concrete, a rose could grow. Nipsey Hussle was and is prolific. We got to do better, black people. We got to do better. We got to hold each other accountable. We got to stop trying to resort to such measures as taking a life. And at the end of the day, I do firmly believe we commit crimes to each other based off of proximity. I believe this shit is just, they packed this so fucking tight, they cornered us. And now we trying to just fight our way out, and we doing it by any means possible. I pray for us. I pray for my family. I pray for the people I love. You know, I'm telling people more and more that I love you and I care about you and I cherish you and I appreciate you. It's a sad day in music. It's a sad day in humanity. Love is the only thing we should be spreading. Not hate, not jealousy. All those things are manufactured. But love, that's primal. You don't have to teach that. It just is. Let love happen. Rest in paradise, Nipsey Hussle. You see, I'm a firm believer that even though this pains us, this is sad for us, his family has lost him. God probably needed one of his strongest soldiers more than we did. Nipsey has done so much in his 33 years. Some can't even compare in their lifetimes. He's left his mark His name has been entered and will be entered into the history books. His contributions will not be forgotten. God needed one of his strongest soldiers more than we did. I don't know what's going to happen going forward to that community. I pray they keep it intact and they maintain that legacy, and the violence slows down and even stops for Nipsey Hussle, because he was a beacon of light, and we all need to try to embody that in all our communities, on every coast, in every inner city, in every state. We need to just embody peace, love, and happiness, unity, respect. If we can just embody all that in our lives, we'll be good. We'll all be good. But we all can't do it without each other. At the end of the day, we all in this shit together, man. And we gotta understand our role. This shit not gonna be easy, but we gotta hold each other down no matter what. And I firmly believe it is possible. Maybe not in my lifetime, but in someone's lifetime, it is and will be possible. Rest in paradise, Nipsey Hussle. Gone but far and never will be forgotten. It's gonna be kind of hard to make this transition. It's gonna be a hard left, but of course, other things have happened in the industry, in the world of music, and our lives, shit. But we're gonna keep on pushing. We're gonna keep on creating. We're gonna keep our marathons going, and that's exactly how Nipsey would want it. But a lot of music has dropped. Well, actually, not much music. A lot of people took breaks, to give respect to Nipsey's family and, his passing. So not much music has dropped lately, but in the past several weeks, in the past few weeks, we've had projects by Nav drop. We've had JuiceWrld's project drop. Those are the prominent artists that I could probably think of that dropped projects. Boosie dropped a project, I believe. Who else dropped the project? Jag dropped 2 projects. If you guys aren't familiar with Jag, he's a West Coast artist. He's pretty dope. I believe the project is called Lauren Miller. Lauren Miller's Act 1 and Act 2. Those are dope projects. You should go check those out by Jag, J-A-G. I didn't check out Boosie's project yet, but he flaming everybody right now for only purchasing 30 copies. His whole fan base has only purchased 30 copies, I believe. I'm not sure if that's the exact figure, but he's extremely upset with everybody about not showing him the love he deserves for his music. I can understand that though, especially when you feel like you grinded. But after a certain point, we do have to reinvent ourselves. We do know how long Boosie has been in the rap game. Boosie been grinding, doing this thing for a very long time, being very successful. And we all know his, past transgressions and whatnot. And right now he got a new situation, but I don't really want to shed too much light on that because I don't want to spread that negativity right now. I want this brother to be successful. So, excuse me. I mentioned JuiceWrld and I mentioned Nav's projects. JuiceWrld and Nav's projects are 2 of the dopest projects as of late. I really, really like JuiceWrld's project, and I really, really like Nav's project as well. I'm gonna start with Nav's project, Bad Habits. That shit is fire. It's really no conversation about it. That shit is fire. From beginning to end, and then he follows up with the deluxe version in which he added the songs from the Brown Boy EP, which came out a week prior to the album, and he also added 3 newer tracks with Future and 88 Glam, a fellow label mate of his, on EXO. And he also dropped the song Habits that was going to have Uzi on it, but we all know Uzi going through his situations with DJ Drama. We might talk about that later, and Don Cannon. But as far as Nav's project, from beginning to end, in my opinion, I really, really like the project. I really feel that Nav got back to his space with this project. He really, really was hands-on with his project. He actually mentioned in the past when he dropped his debut album, Reckless, he wasn't truly hands-on with that project, and he kind of relied too much on his celebrity. And I can understand how easy it is to do that when so much money coming in so fast. You sign the XO to the weekend. You think you have this perception that your success or your celebrity is one thing when in reality it's another. And your core fan base was definitely there. But the thing is, I consider myself one of Nav's core fans. I've been fucking with Nav since Take Me Simple and I'm the Man and what else? Fell in Love in LA. 10 Toes Down. I've been fucking with Nav for a very long time. And Reckless was very underwhelming. His core fan base, we made it very clear that Reckless was very underwhelming. It just didn't seem like an effort from Nav. Like, it didn't seem like a step forward. It just seemed like a stationary move, I guess, if that makes sense. And I really fuck with Nav's music, so I hold him in high regard. But previously to Reckless, he dropped Perfect Timing with Metro Boomin, and that was a dope project. I really enjoyed that project actually. When I go back to it and I listen to it from beginning to end, I actually really do enjoy that project. I even enjoyed the features. One of my favorite songs off that project is featuring Belly. What else? Give Me a Minute with Offset and Playboy Cardi. That's a dope song as well. The song with Gucci Mane. That's a dope song. I like the song Perfect Timing. You know what I'm saying? That it's just a dope project all in all. Prior to Perfect Timing, he dropped I'm not sure if you want to call it an EP or a mixtape. He had some new songs in there. He had some older songs. I guess it was just kind of like his introduction. But now Nav is in a different state in his career. I believe with Bad Habits, this new album, he's elevated himself as an artist, as a creative. I feel he took his production to another. I feel that he took his production to another level. Courtesy of that team that he put together over there, of artists that he's comfortable making sounds with. I feel that he upped the ante lyrically as well. I felt his confidence on the project as well. That was a huge thing for me. I felt his confidence. I felt his bravado. I felt him staking his claim in the sand, say you will. I think Nav, and he's the first brown boy to get it popping. Let's keep it all the way a buck. I really like I said, I really do fuck with Nav's music. If I had to name some of my favorite songs, some of my favorite songs of the project. Well, first things first, let's talk about the features. So, as far as features go, he didn't have that many, which I liked actually. And what I noticed about Nav, he does better when he's controlling the features. And what I mean is, he doesn't get too feature heavy. He doesn't just try to allow features run the concept, run the album, run the production. So as far as features, he had Meek Mill, The Weeknd, of course, who also executive produced the album. He had Young Thug, he had Gunna, he had Lil Durk twice on the project. He had Future, and he had 88 Glam. So that's 7 artists with 24 songs total. So He had features on 8 of 24 songs, technically. So, doing the math, he had features on a third of the album. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. I actually like Nav even more by himself. But even when he does do features, I only like him with certain artists. And I think he knows his sound, and he knows his sound goes great actually with particular artists. One artist, for example, that's on the project multiple times is Lil Durk. I love the chemistry between Lil Durk and Nav when they make music. Songs like Timepiece and Okay, which is from the Brown Boy EP. Those 2 songs are actually 2 of the hardest songs on the project. And they're 2 different vibes as well. I think they're 2 different sides of the same coin, the same vibe. Like Okay is them like, flexing, talking their shit. And Timepiece is them sort of, saying, talking about, love and loss and relationships. And, not being able to necessarily trust women. You know what I'm saying? Not being able to give the time they need or whatever. So it's like they're able to really go to both sides of the spectrum with their collaboration. Also, this is my first time. I think this is actually Nav's first feature with Future as well. And I'm gonna be honest, Amazing. That song, Amazing, is amazing. No cap. Like that song really go hard with Take Keith on the beat. That shit is one of the hardest songs of the project. Nav, thanks for adding that shit. I really do appreciate it. So one of my other favorite songs is Rollo. I keep going back to that song Rollo. I just love the vibe of it as well. Tap with Meek Mill is definitely a hard song. Meek got the vibe going in that song. So I think Bad Habits was a very successful album. It actually debuted at #1. So shout out to Nav for having a successful follow-up to Reckless. I can't wait to see where Nav takes his career. He definitely opened the lane for Indian rappers. Let's keep it all the way real. So shout out to Nav for delivering on a dope project. Shifting gears to another project, JuiceWrld's project actually, Death Race for Love. I really like that project too. And if I'm being honest, I really didn't care for JuiceWrld's previous project with Future, World on Drugs. I didn't really care for it. Now, I haven't gone back to listen to it in a while. I've been meaning to because I recently saw a JuiceWrld interview on The Breakfast Club. But I've been meaning to go back to World on Drugs. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. But as far as Death Race for Love, JuiceWrld he's done a great job in not only putting together a dope project, but showing that he can make original songs. Because a lot of people was knocking him earlier on because he kept getting caught up with sampling legal issues, which, it can happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure when he made Lucid Dreams, he was just making the song in the basement. He sampled the song that he liked, and it caught wind. It got big so fast. You know what I'm saying? So things like that can happen. And a lot of people doubted his pen, I feel. Especially given the fact that he revealed that he freestyled the album before the album came out. So people had built their own perceptions of it. It was just a little bit surrounding that narrative. But as far as this project and what it does, he starts off very well with the track Empty, one of my favorite songs off the project. This the project like JuiceWrld's vibe. It's dark, it's emo, it gets you in your emotions. It talks about love lost, love gained. It just takes you on a roller coaster of emotions. It takes you on a death race for love, essentially. So I really think JuiceWrld's project was dope. I also thought it was a dope follow-up to, because I always put collab projects in their own lane and solo projects in their own lane. So I consider Death Race for Love an extremely dope follow-up to Good Riddance. Goodbye and Good Riddance. I think that's an extremely dope follow-up. And this album went #1. a dope project. Like I said, it's a dope project. It was very extremely successful. One of my favorite songs is the interlude with Brent Faiyaz, Demons. That song is like so heavy. I really do like that song. Hear Me Calling, Flaws and Sins. You know what I'm saying? Syphilis. I really do fuck with the project. You know what I'm saying? The Bee's Knees. It's just a dope project all in all, like I said. And I fuck with the cover art. It kind of gives me PlayStation 1 vibes. Like Metal Gear, not Metal Gear, Twisted Metal. It gives me that sort of vibe. So shout out to JuiceWrld for dropping a dope project. And thank you for that Brent Faiyaz cut. I really do. Yo, Brent Faiyaz, he next up as well. I really see a lot coming for that dude. Brent Faiyaz is like, that boy voice like silk. And I don't give a fuck about saying another nigga voice like silk. Fuck it, that's Brent Faiyaz. That boy can sing his ass off. I'm an R&B nigga as well. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna talk a little bit more about R&B on my podcast too, because I feel like it don't really get, especially, you know, good R&B, you know, they don't really get that much shine no more. I want to talk about more R&B. So shout out to JuiceWrld and shout out to Brent Faiyaz. So where do I want to shift gears to? Like I said, a lot of new music has been dropping. ScHoolboy Q got a new album on the way, but to set us up, he gave us Numb Numb Juice and Chopsticks featuring Travis Scott. So I'm gonna start with Numb Numb Juice. That shit is fire. Two-door coupe, hopping out like Jack in the Box, nigga. I'm gonna shoot. It was just 30s all that I got, nigga. Time's up. Yo, come on. ScHoolboy, I got a feeling this album is gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? This album is going to be insane. I've been waiting for another ScHoolboy project since Blank Face. You know what I'm saying? And even since Oxymoron. Dude. ScHoolboy Q. Numb Numb Juice. That's a hit. That's a, you 1 for 1 with that one. And then we go to Chopsticks with Travis Scott. Now, Chopsticks, it's a cool song. I like it. I kind of felt like the hook could have been a little better, but I do like the song though. It's a vibe. I listened to it about twice. So I really do enjoy Numb Numb Juice. I love Numb Numb Juice, that song. And I think Chopsticks is cool. I think Chopsticks is okay. I think it's okay. But I'm really excited for the album, like I said. ScHoolboy Q, he really been laying low lately. Really been focusing on family, focusing on health. You know, I'm pretty sure he's probably been investing. That's just my educated guess. He signed a TDE, so he ain't no fucking dumbass. He ain't no sucker. So, if I'm anticipating this project, or if I want to give my wants, I would prefer if this project is more like Numb Numb Juice than Chopsticks. If you follow me. As far as number of songs, he should probably keep it about 13 to 17 songs. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't probably exceed that. 13 to 17 songs. Because I just think less is more. I love ScHoolboy Q's music, don't get me wrong, but I just think less is more now these days. And then, you know, I'm not really into expectation. You know, I fuck with ScHoolboy Q so heavy, I want that shit to just be right. You know what I'm saying? So, I look forward to that project coming out. It's probably gonna come out this Friday. If he dropped Chopsticks last Friday, then he dropped Numb Numb Juice, I think, 2 Fridays prior. So, definitely gonna be on the lookout for that. Moving on. Did Kendrick diss Big Sean, y'all? Let's talk about it. Did Kendrick Lamar diss Big Sean? Reporting live, did Kendrick Lamar diss Big Sean? I believe so, Tim. It seems that Kendrick Lamar had some very intense words for Big Sean. But a snippet came out, a leaked snippet came out of, it sounded like a cut from Damn, but the beat was Element. So, listening to the very short clip, very short snippet, this is what I got from it. You finally famous for who you dated, not how you rhyme. First things first, we all knew this Kendrick and Big Sean shit been boiling over. We all know on the Heart Part 4, I believe this, that Kendrick Lamar took subtle shots at Big Sean. During Big Sean's press run for I Decided, he made it very clear how he feels about, his stature versus Kendrick Lamar's. It's just been a very tumultuous dynamic between Big Sean and Kendrick Lamar. But let's be totally clear. Nobody want that smoke with Kendrick Lamar. Let's be totally clear. I don't think any artist in their right mind right now wants that Kendrick Lamar smoke. And there are times where I want people to go at Kendrick. Not because I want to see a murder, but because I just want to see a lyrical exhibition. Like, I know what Kendrick gonna do. I just want to see what the other person gonna do. It's just that simple. I don't think Big Sean should respond to a snippet, though. That'd be weird. I actually think Kendrick is on tour overseas. I don't know. But I don't think he should respond to a snippet. I personally don't think that'd be the right move, the right chess move, that is. Actually, I need a Big Sean album. I don't want to hear him respond to nobody. I want an album. I personally, and let me preface it with this, I know Big Sean has lately come out that he's been going through, depression, and he's done therapy. He's been trying to work on himself as a human being and as a man, as a person, as a family man, and work on his business and his extracurricular activities and helping his community and establishing a strong foundation and base for Detroit. I totally understand that, and I respect that. But I need me another album, Sean. I need me a project. I need to see where you at, man. I had you in that top 4 area with, Kendrick, Cole, Drake, and you. Like, I had you in that realm. But, like, I don't want to say I took you off that list, but you fading, bro, and I need another album. If you don't drop an album in 2019, bro, it might be a problem. I'm going to always fuck with you as a human being, as a person. I'm always fuck with the music. But I can't put you in that. I won't be able to put you in that category no more. Because at first I was putting you in that category. I was saying that you were rap laps around Drake. I firmly believe that. In a bar for bar battle, I firmly believe that you were rap laps around Drake. But when it comes to Cole and Kendrick, those are two different monsters, and I like to put you in that realm, but I don't know if I can yet. Kendrick and J. Cole have done so much in their careers and made it very clear where they stand, especially Kendrick Lamar. When he dropped Control, he drew a line in the sand. He drew the bridge and told niggas swim. Not everybody built for those rough waters. I don't think anybody's built for those rough waters. Kendrick Lamar is one of the best. Is the best of his generation. And Big Sean, I need some music so you can show me that you one of the greatest, one of the best of the generation. I don't know. I never heard Kendrick this volatile at somebody. He was right at Sean. Like I said, Kendrick was like, you finally famous for who you date and not how you rhyme. Finally famous, bro? Come on. And then he hit him with, I think his false confidence got him inspired. You know how Big Sean always talk about in his music, especially when I Decided, how he's inspired. You know what I'm saying? All the time. If you listen to Big Sean, you know what I'm talking about. And he kept it real funny with cute ass raps. Get your puberty up. I don't know. I need to hear Mirror. Let's keep it real. We wasn't supposed to hear this shit, but we did hear it. So it is what it is. Sean, we need the album so we can solidify you, bro. I love you to death, but we need that album, man. I pray for your well-being and I pray for your health, your mental health especially. So, yeah, like, I don't really want to see anyone lose their life to Kendrick Lamar, figuratively of course, lyrically of course. But you know, somebody gonna end up falling victim, and I don't want it to be Sean. I really don't. I want them to make music together. That's what I want. I like songs like Holy Key when Big Sean and Kendrick Lamar go off. You know what I'm saying? I like shit like that. I don't like niggas being at odds with each other. I don't like that. I don't like the beef. I don't like the violence. But I do want to see Kendrick smoke somebody. Just one time, just once, and I'm good. And I'm good. But that's all I have for you guys today. We should spread love. We should spread positivity. We should spread happiness. We should spread unity amongst each other, especially amongst our black people. Although we have lost Nipsey Hussle, his energy, his spirit, his aura, his essence lives on through us all. And we need to move like that. We need to move as such. We need to embody that and keep that spirit alive. We all need to run our marathon. Because it ain't a race. It damn sure ain't no sprint. At the end of the day, we all trying to get to our victory lap. And if we hold each other down and put each other in position and be successful and spread love, ain't nobody can stop us. We invincible black people. Always remember, creative people do different things. Always stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hungry. One love.